Greetings, people of the internet. I've returned. Yes, I have. It is I, Psychotica, the internet's greatest YouTuber and most consistent. Do not ask why I am wearing a Seattle Mariners hat. I do not watch baseball, as a matter of fact. I bought this in 2019 because it was my home team. And that's basically about it. I look terrible today, I know, and also, yeah, there's a new room. We're in the new room. Check this out. Look at this room. So spacious. It's actually smaller than the last room, but look at it. You can see my mattress. Look at that. You can't see over there, but I got a TV that came with the room. Life doesn't get better than that. Now today I wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind for a couple of years now, and is one of the main reasons my uploads aren't very consistent, and that is the fact that creativity is like a motivational curse. That's a bad way to phrase it. Motivating curse. You decide what the verb is going to be, or adverb, whatever the hell it's called. I know I speak English. Does that mean I have to know it? But in all seriousness, I wanted to talk about something that I wanted to film like a while ago, but never really got the motivation to do it. And this is creativity as a whole, because I have so many ideas that never make it into, production when it comes to music, videos, writing, comics, or anything of the sort. Anything that I'm interested in general, it just never reaches a point where I'm actually doing it. I think a large reason for this happening is, when it comes to me at least, is that I usually think about doing it more than I actually do it. But for example, I think a lot about making videos, but in reality, I only make a few videos a year, when in my mind, I'm doing so much more. And to me, this is a struggle, especially as a creative type who really just wants to put their work out into the world. It's really hard, but this just never happens because I'm more stuck in my mind about it. There was so many ideas from last year that just got scrapped, barely made it into the production phase, and only got to the script part. And I think at that point, I realized, man, I'm terrible at writing scripts. I'm gonna wing it from here. And that's what I'm doing right now, because I knew if I sat down to write a script, I would think about filming the video more than actually write the script. I'm sure I'm not the only person that struggles from this. I think maybe a lot of people in general have this problem, especially when it comes to animation and art, because you see all these people that you really love watching. Like, for example, when I was younger, as embarrassing as it is to say, I used to want to make animation memes, because I'd see all these animation memes from Sashley or Ghostface Nicole or something like that, and I would just think, wow, these are really cool, but I think my idea can actually just elevate that level. And I think that's what I do a lot. I really want to take off this hat, but also I really like how it looks on camera. Now, I like to conceptualize things a lot. It's a little habit I have, you could say. And I would usually open my notebook or notepad on my phone and just start listing down ideas I have, writing them, recording them if it's for music, or scripting them in some sort of way, or drawing them. And the thing is, I would get into it, and in my head I'd, flesh out all the details about this concept, but never actually make it real, never fully get into the gritty of it. Is that the right word? I don't know. And to me, this is heartbreaking to a degree, because there are so many things I worked on in the past that later on I just didn't feel like working on anymore, because in my mind, I already created it and developed the story of an anime or comic I had in mind, and I showed my ideas and artwork to everyone, and that was already satisfying to me, and I just had that adrenaline building up over a long period of time, where I'm just oh, I'm gonna release this one day, it's gonna be great, people are gonna love it, and then I actually look at myself in the current day and I still haven't done it. It's just 2 drawings and 1 page worth of notes, and then the rest is in my head because I never materialize it. It's a struggle. I don't know if you guys are like me or not, but I'm sure there's people that can relate to it, where you are too creative to the point it exhausts you. I had a lot of musical ideas 2 or 3 years ago, and then it was just like random songs I wrote, and like occasionally would record and, you know, try and play something on a guitar. Not that was good. And then there was ideas that came up also related to music later on that were just so out there. It's like, I need to start simpler. I can't just throw this whole concept album together with my limited instrumental capabilities. Like, it's like, okay, we're gonna have this is gonna what the chorus is gonna sound like. This is gonna be the guitar, rhythm guitar. We're gonna have like 5 guitars on this. We're gonna have this awesome bass line that I cannot play, and then we're gonna have a keyboard, and I don't even have a keyboard. It's like, what the hell am I doing? And I think this also extends into other interests of mine, like YouTube especially. I just have all these ideas for videos, and I'm like, I want to record them, but when I sit down to actually do it and write down a script or actually record it, it's just like, what am I doing again? I don't know. This idea kind of seems like it's in the past. I wanted to make a video about Pinoy Pop. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but it made it into the like phase of me actually sitting down to record it. But by then, I had stopped listening to Pinoy Pop, and it just kind of fell apart because the whole reason I wanted to make that video was because I was going through this odd music phase where I just really liked Pinoy Pop. But to me, this actually demotivated me a lot. The fact that I would have such great ideas that I would think would be really entertaining to my friends for them to watch, and then I'd start making it, get to a point where it's pretty much finished, and then by then I would just be moving on to something else, and that would overwhelm me a lot. And this has happened so many times with Psychotica and even my older channels like Blue Nuke, where I'd have a bunch of ideas and they would never even make it onto either paper or just video. And it's just a habit that I can't break. It's hard to actually sit down and do something. Until now, I didn't script this. I started scripting it like a year ago. Look where I am now. I'm pretty sure everyone does this, you know, like whether you sing in the shower or you talk to yourself in the shower, I'm sure everybody does it. But to me, this is where most of my video ideas come to mind. I'm like, I start talking and stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, this video game is this and that, and I love this aspect of it, blah blah blah, and then I get out of the shower and I'm just like, man, that was a great idea, I should have recorded that. Except, you know, you're not gonna take your camera into the shower. It's like, that's kind of weird. And that's the whole problem. It's just that I have ideas at the worst time, and they just kind of fade away from my interest as my day goes on, and it's I don't like it. I hate it, man. This is probably gonna turn into me ranting a bunch because I don't know what else to do. Like, I can't structure a video properly, and that's a big, it's something I'm not very good at. I'm a pretty messy person when it comes to working on projects I love. There have been many comics or anime type things that I worked on in the past, and I just developed so much, but most of it never made it onto paper, as expected, and I still do it. I have this series called Gen W. I know, it's an amazing name, but it's basically, imagine if you combined the bizarreness of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with the abilities from My Hero Academia. I know it's a terrible anime, but still. That's basically what the show was, and I thought it was really funny and cool because I could just experiment all I want with these characters and just go all out creative, go all out and just go all out with creativity wise, you know, just have fun with it. And that's what I look for when it comes to my own ideas and projects, is just having fun with it and hoping other people also have fun with it too. But I think all these ideas I have are just way too many for me to handle, especially when it comes to things I actually want to do. I think I'm a bit too existential, and I think too much about the future, and that's a big problem with me, which is why a lot of my uploads don't make it. It's because I think maybe I'm doing this upload too late or too early than I should be, or when it comes to a story, it's like, I want to get this out now. Sorry, camera. I want to get this out now. I want to leave it so it can like soak in or something, whatever. I don't even know the terminology. Yes, I am going insane recording this rant, but maybe I'll structure it better in a different video. The reason I wanted to, call the video originally, at least, creativity is a motivating curse is because that creativity, wanting to do things that you love and create new things that no one has ever seen before, or they have seen but with a new spin on it, it just motivates you to do that. When you use that motivation and start doing it, you just get so worn out because at the same time new ideas are coming in and you can't keep up with them, and you want to slow down, but you also have that pressure you give yourself, and you just want to keep working until you eventually just you just give up on all of the ideas. Working on, yourself is hard, and when you have ideas you want to do, it always feels like, you don't have time to do it. You have to do it this year or that year or whatever. And if you're like me, of course, you plan your whole life ahead. When I work on like music under the name Kikoa B, I'm just like, okay, we're gonna release this mixtape this year, and then that mixtape the next year, and then this is gonna come 2 years after that. It's like, what are you doing? Just make it when you want. I'm sure a lot of people understand this feeling. I like to write as well, and I started writing this book, which I'm sure will never come out or ever be finished, and I'm currently like writing each chapter like whenever I have the inspiration to write about those chapters. And it's basically called Continuous Thoughts, the book, something like that. And it's basically just all my thoughts culminated into one thing. Is that the right word? My lexicon is terrible. I don't know why. I get nervous on camera, okay? I start going insane. I'm not losing it, even though I'm sure an insane person would wear a Seattle Mariners hat. I think I'm going a bit too insane, so I'm going to end it right here for whatever this segment is called, and maybe resume later today and record some more, or leave it for tomorrow because it'll be raining all day. It has been 24 hours. My camera is a little offset, but that's not a problem. I have switched my hats. I don't know if you can see that. It says golf. It's from a high school up in Montana. And yeah, that's my hat. I think we can learn from this experience of ranting online. Don't do it. It's just a video I wanted to get out at some point. It might be my strangest video so far because I usually like to talk about, video games or whatever my past few uploads have been. It's a weird period. I'm not really sure what to record, but I'm glad I got to record this because it kind of brought some new ideas to mind. But new year, new me, 2023, we're going to be making good videos, hopefully. I apologize if I don't have any edits that are like funny or whatever, because it's not really my thing. I don't know how to make edits. I have been an editor for years, but like it just I overthink it a lot. So this has been me, Psychotica, your local inconsistent YouTuber, and I will probably see you in a couple months or maybe even less time if I get this video out. I already finished cutting up the video. I just need to make small edits and little adjustments to everything, and the video is basically done, and then I'll just do the thumbnail. So yeah, I'll probably get this out in a couple days. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you another time. So yeah, see ya.